I can't believe I didn't tell you that, Jake. I threw it right in the trash.
That's so funny.
Every day I've just had fucking chicken fingers. On today's part of my take, we have Dana White in studio getting ready for UFC 268 at the Mecca MSG on Saturday night. NFL Week 9 preview, talking about every game, giving you our picks. We have Fantasy Billies in place of Fantasy Fuccbois. Fyre Fest of the week, and the Colts and Jets Thursday night football. And we're brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. What do you do when you need to chill out? What do you do when you need to slow down from the rat race? I crack open an ice-cold Coors Light. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. That's when you know it's really time to chill. When you need to hit that reset button, just open a Coors Light. It's mountain cold refreshment. Also, it is literally made to chill because Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. It's literally made to chill. It's as crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Perfect for a moment to unwind. If you're working all day, if you're working all week, and you want to just sit on the couch, watch some college football, watch some NFL, crack open a Coors Light. That's the best way to just sink into the couch and unwind. So Coors Light is the one I choose when I need to unwind. When you want to hit that reset button, reach for the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light in the new look delivered straight to your door with Drizzy or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. CoorsLight.com/take. We love our Coors Light. We love to drink Coors Light. We love when you tweet us the Blue Mountains from Coors Light. So Coors Light is the best. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Friday, November, I almost said October, November 5th, and it is officially Daylight Savings Weekend.
It really is this time.
It actually is.
And so for that reason and that reason only, we're betting against the Packers.
Yes, but it is. Also, Carson Wentz is back and the Colts are back, or did they play the Jets?
Well, first of all, before we get into that, I think we should take the time. We don't celebrate it enough on this podcast. We don't, really acknowledge milestones that frequently. We should say it is our 500th episode.
Oh, hell yes.
Congratulations, guys.
And on top of 500th episode, Sam Ehlinger played tonight for a snap. So, Billy, what a conflict of interest. Billy's wearing his homemade... It's a store-bought Zach Wilson jersey that has become a homemade Mike White jersey, who then got hurt. The greatest quarterback of all time, Mike White, got hurt in the first or second quarter. It doesn't really matter because the Colts were going to kick the shit out of the Jets regardless tonight, it felt like. But, Billy, what did you feel when your favorite team was going up against your favorite quarterback?
Well, at first, when making the jersey into a Mike White jersey, I realized it was way too easy to turn the 2 into a 5. And I must have realized at that point that something bad was going to happen because it was starting off so well.
Okay.
And then it went really, really badly.
Yeah, because that's like the night was like, oh, this is perfect.
I was like, whoa, you just switched 2 sides and the 2's a 5.
They should send that jersey to the Hall of Fame. Mike White's rookie jersey. Has there ever been a more hilarious jersey to have in the Pro Football Hall of Fame than Mike White's jersey from last week?
Yeah.
I think that one would be the only funnier one.
I mean, there were so many good vibes. They were wearing the same black pants as last week. A lot of high hopes going in.
What do you say, Hank? Come on.
Jets fans were like freaking out about these jerseys before the game, and they were like gross.
You don't get it.
They were literally just
first
they
time.
were, they were just like a white jersey with black pants.
Yeah, we haven't done that before.
That's pretty cool.
It was the same black pants from last week.
They didn't wash
with
them.
The same quarterback.
But the Colts counter that by going color rush,
The same,
which is just completely one-upping it.
the same black pants with the same quarterback, guys.
It was
all right. So,
sick.
answer the question. Sam Ehlinger.
I was so hyped when I got in.
Yeah, you didn't even know. You weren't even in the room.
No, I was right behind the room taking a call, trying to figure out what was going on with Mike White.
Billy was doing business deals in the background.
But yeah, this was
had a call.
absolute. This was a clowning and a shit pumping.
But, you know,
No, it was a clowning. It's definitely a clowning.
It was
and a
a
shit
clowning.
pumping.
I think it's more of a clowning because they threw a touchdown pass to their offensive lineman.
That's
and
clown
when
show.
the refs get in on the clown show, when they do the old, offsides, false start on everybody except for the center.
center.
That's a clown show.
I think actually it was the double because I think first half was a shit pumping, 28-10. Second half was clowning. Jonathan Taylor ripping off like an 80-yard run.
Yes.
The false start the PFT said. So I think you got clowned and shit pumped.
Well, shit pumpings turn into a clown show once.
Got it.
It's
Once the clown shit
right.
happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So the big winner of tonight for the Jets has got to be Mike White, though.
Yes.
Because he looked decent on a couple drives that he was in.
Everything we said when you're a backup quarterback in the NFL, the best thing you can do is have an awesome game and then immediately get injured and secure your status as an NFL quarterback for 10 years. Mike White, I'll remember Mike White. Jake put in a reminder, don't forget about Mike White. May 24th.
He's going to be a backup quarterback, I feel like, on the Texans for about 8 years.
Yeah.
He threw a touchdown, too, in the second game. So he can also say he had 2 good games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, he actually had 3 because didn't he play the second half of the
Right.
Yeah, so
No, this is his third game.
I don't think he did that well.
Okay. So we'll just keep it to this.
I have a big question. What the fuck, Tennessee? How did the Titans lose to this team? The Jets defense stinks. Absolutely. And to Billy's credit,
What about the Bengals?
they do hit.
They hit hard.
Wait, what about the Bengals?
Yeah, how did the Bengals do this? They hit hard, but the problem is they hit hard like 12 yards down the field when it's a rushing play.
Although-
their rush defense stinks.
The Bengals, I was actually thinking about this earlier today, and I know that it's contradictory to what we're about to do with our picks because I took the Bengals versus the Browns. But the Bengals, I think we need to put in our tickler file that they're like Ben Affleck, your suspect in Good Will Hunting, because the Bengals have lost to the Jets and the Bears.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Well, they do the thing where they play down to their competition,
Yeah.
like the Jets play up to their competition when it's a really good team.
Yeah, so the Jets, the Jets somehow have 2 wins against 2 good teams, but they got clown showed and shit pumped tonight. I'm back in on Carson Wentz. How can you not be after this performance? I do have a question, though, and earmuffs the city of Philadelphia, because I know they will not like me bringing this up, although I think they think about it constantly. Why are the Colts not sitting Carson Wentz in the second half of blowouts? Because if you remember, the Colts, if Carson Wentz gets 75% of the Colts snaps this season, their second-round pick that they traded for Carson Wentz becomes a first-round pick. Why in this game that's so clearly, if I were the Colts, I would sit Carson Wentz and I would fast snap it. I would do a hurry-up offense to try to get as many snaps in the second half so that the percentages get off.
Well, they probably want him to get injured so that they can get Sam Ehlinger, the future, in the game. Get him some reps.
Wouldn't that make sense?
It would absolutely make sense. I think it's kind of counterintuitive to Frank Reich, though, because Frank Reich, he seems like the kind of guy that's just like, he's been hurt so many times in the past that he's like, no lead is safe in the NFL.
Well, also, he probably is like going to figure this out in week 16, be like, oh, shit, we should
what have I done?
Yeah, what have I done? But that's like, this goes back to, like, if you had to say, what would Bill Belichick do? Like, the Colts were beating the Texans 31-3 earlier this year. They beat them 31-3. I think Carson Wentz took every single snap.
Yeah.
They should, whenever they're blown out either way, even when it's like the game is a 2-touchdown score game and there's like 3 minutes left, just snap it and knee it with you should have someone else take all the knees.
Yes.
Because every snap counts.
Use every play that you have to get Carson Wentz out of the game.
I think it's too late now. I think he's done so many like I saw the stat. I think it's like something around the 525 of 540 this year. So that's going to be tough to get back down to 75%. But man, they kind of screwed this because like this game, Carson Wentz didn't have to play the second half for the Colts to win.
They should even take it into account towards the end of second halves when they have a backup in to just run a shitload of plays.
That's what I'm saying. Oregon offense.
Designed to get 4 yards a carry.
Yep.
And then just keep the change. Get as many plays in as you can at
exactly
the end. Run a
4 yards.
hurry up offense at the end of the play. Get as many snaps in to throw the percentages off.
Go for it on fourth down.
I actually think that they're playing Carson Wentz more because they want to get him confident. They're trying to get him into that rhythm.
I get it.
And there were times tonight when Carson Wentz looked good, really good. Like he's getting redder. His face gets red. He gets angrier looking.
Yeah.
And it's like that reminds me of the old school Carson Wentz when he gets in the game and he's not scared, but he does have that chip on his shoulder. I love the play call that they had when they threw the pass to Pinter, the extra offensive lineman in there, because it's a perfect play for Carson Wentz. It's designed for him to roll out to the right, look like he's panicking for a while, but the entire time it was designed to come back to the left for a touchdown pass. And nobody pulls off the deer in the headlights look better than Carson Wentz.
He's born with it.
He's awesome at that. Run as many plays as you can where it's designed freakouts for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I just wish I think it would be a fun little wrinkle to every Colts game of like how many snaps are they going to try to sneak in someone other than Carson Wentz? Like they ran Wildcat with Jonathan Taylor at the goal line. That counts. How many snaps can they sneak in, offensive snaps? And, like, it's almost like a pitcher you're trying to do on a pitch count. Like, can we get Carson Wentz right at 75%? Carson Wentz, there's questions of whether he's a great leader in the locker room. I'll leave that, whatever, in Philly. But Carson Wentz it would actually help him. If the Colts were like, hey, we're going to try to take you out for some snaps, we're going to get you another offensive lineman next year with the first-round pick.
I want to look up what happened on that play that they brought Sam in for. Did Carson Wentz go out to wide receiver? And if so, does that count as him taking a snap if he's in at wide receiver?
I don't think it does. I don't think it counts as him taking a snap, but maybe I'll have to check my Carson Wentz snap log.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the verbiage of his contract.
I'm sure there's a Twitter account that's just checking all of his snap. Like, there's absolutely a Philly Twitter account that has an up-to-date, every single game, Carson Wentz snap log.
We should also address the big question that Troy Aikman had because he's talking about how the Jets are going to turn this whole thing around. He said they brought in Saleh to change the culture. What happens first? Do you change it? Well, then he goes, the culture usually changes by winning football games. That's the easiest way to do it. So what comes first, winning football games or changing the culture to a winning football culture? Can you have a winning football culture without actually winning football games?
Yes. I think you can.
I think you can. It's tough to pull off.
Yes, I think you got to do there's that year where you can change the culture by losing close games.
Yeah, the Lions kind of had a little bit of that at the start of the year.
There was some culture change.
Losing closer games than you would have expected them to lose.
Yeah, like if you can, it's basically you can change the culture. A 5-win team can change the culture by being in a lot of games and then finishing in the month of December like 3-1. That's a change of culture.
You finish strong. Yeah, you have good week of practice.
Yeah.
The team wants to stick around for the bye week. If you try to give them a victory Monday, they're like, no, we don't want the day off.
And have some talking head, maybe even us, call you the team no one wants to face in December.
Yeah, a frisky team.
Yeah.
A team with a lot to prove. A team that could do some damage and play spoiler.
So, yeah, it's a tough thing to do, but I think Troy is right that you don't have to win to change the culture to a winning culture.
So which losing culture right now is being changed to a winning culture?
Culture changed to a winning culture.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, there's a winning culture being changed to a losing culture on a few teams.
Yeah,
I think the Vikings have that going.
But sometimes you don't know when the culture is going from losing to winning. Last year...
No, I'm saying, Vikings going winning to losing.
But last year, would you have expected that the Bengals culture was being changed when they stunk?
I think the Bengals culture definitely, changed over last year. Because of Joe Burrow. He's a culture changer. You know what I'm saying?
And now Jamar Chase.
Those guys change culture.
Basically change the culture themselves.
Yep. I think the culture in New England is changing into a winning culture this year.
Yeah,
just going to call that one.
Very true.
I'm looking right now. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a definitive.
The Chargers.
The Chargers are trying to change their culture.
I feel like the Chargers have changed their culture.
They're 4-4.
The Chargers are 4-4?
4-3.
4-3.
Okay.
But still, they're 4-3.
Chiefs
are changing to a losing culture. I'm looking. I'm doing
Cowboys?
a quick peruse of who's changing into a
maybe the Raiders. I know they have by record.
The culture is not great
strong.
In the Raiders.
Jake, you're going to get us canceled again.
Colts.
Oh,
the Browns are struggling with their culture. They're trying to find a way to change to a winning culture. The Browns are.
They
a team,
did for like a half a season.
Yes, the Browns are a team.
They can't help themselves.
The Browns are like, to use myself as an example, the Browns last year were when I lose like 20 pounds for 1 month a year, and everyone's like, damn, you look good. I didn't actually change my diet culture. I just had a nice little winning streak, one season. But I'll go back to being a losing culture.
How's that going, by the way?
Not good.
What? Yeah.
We got milkshakes
at what point
tonight.
do you want us
We
to
got
start?
milkshakes.
At what point do you want us to try and hold you accountable? Because I know
December.
I text him for a salad every day. You approved 1 of 4 days.
And can I tell you something?
Hall monitor Marsh just fucking dunked on you.
Can I also
You approved the salad
Can I
order?
also? Are we in the trust tree?
Yeah.
You didn't eat it?
I threw it in the trash.
No way. Did it taste bad?
No,
You
I didn't
want
even
it?
open it. We've had Barstool Bites here every single day
No
this week.
way.
Yeah,
I've been eating
tough.
chicken wings every day.
I threw away my salad yesterday and ate the chili.
Dude, I saw the salad and it was just sitting on my desk. Just picked it up and threw it right in the trash.
Can I give you
Didn't
some
even bother
advice?
asking so.
No, I was like, I don't want this salad.
Let me give you some advice. Just get soup every day.
Yeah,
I've been eating soup.
I tried
Pounds
that.
melt away.
I tried that on Monday. I got jambalaya.
Yeah, that'll happen too. You got to go for the non-cream based soups and the something relatively healthy.
Listen,
Loaded
it
baked
was,
potato soup, maybe.
I'll
Broccoli cheddar.
get on it. We'll just go crash. We'll go crash diet. That's healthy, right?
That's,
We'll go crash
that's
diet.
bad foreshadowing, I think, for what you're doing it
Oh,
for.
Jesus Christ, yeah. We'll do a nice, easy landing diet.
That's good.
That's just very soft and pillowy. Yeah, I think that I got to be 230 by the time I get back from Thanksgiving.
That's a dangerous date to give yourself. Like you
Yeah.
should not anchor any diet.
Oh, Carson Wentz might have just gotten hurt.
post-Thanksgiving.
He might.
That guy hit
He
in the
shouldn't have been
nuts.
taken.
Got
Oh,
hit
he
in
did.
the nuts.
That's hilarious. That's actually very funny. They got hit in the nuts, but they shouldn't have him in. They should have someone else taking the snaps right now. All right. December 1st. I have to weigh in at 230. Then I'm fine because 10 pounds in a month is like me. I can do that easy. That's easy.
Just don't eat. It's pretty simple.
Make sure I bring my backpack home.
Yep.
Thank you, Jake. Jake's just my walking reminder.
And your laptop.
His phone just went off.
What was that for?
You told me to remind me
Remind me to bring my backpack home.
You don't bring your backpack home?
Most days, no.
Oh.
But today is I'm not going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to be in Hoboken on Sunday.
Jake is your Gary. If you're Selena Gomez. Wait, what's her name?
Selena Myers.
Selena Myers. I always call her. If you're Selena Myers, Jake is your bag man.
Yeah. He gets my salads. I throw in the trash. Jake and I are running like a mini version of Veep these days. We're just physical comedy everywhere. Oh, Jake, why don't you send us into our next ad with a chop? Do you want to say anything about
I
that?
never performed a chop. I just sang it.
Okay.
Sideways chop.
All right, let's get to our weekend preview. Breaking news. We were literally about to get to the ad and the rest of the show. We were That was great. We were ready to get up. We just had finished. We were about to leave, but we got a Gami.
Yeah, boys.
3 out of
Jake?
4 weeks.
3 out of 4 weeks.
3
You're
out
on
of
a
4
hot
weeks.
streak.
That's nice, Jake. The thing about the Gummies is one day there will be no more Gummies left to conquer, and then
I don't know
leave.
about that.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
They might
It's like
change the
fossil
scoring
fuels.
rules.
Yeah,
No, mathematically, you're going to run out of Gummies.
that's facts.
I think if they add the kickoff through the uprights 1 point, we could see some higher scores.
You think that's being added?
Maybe in the next 40 years.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
Okay, I guess, yeah, you're right. You know what?
the game
With
is
the-
always evolving.
Yeah.
With the way the game's going, there'll be games that were like 100 to 94.
I mean,
Right.
you're chasing the 6-1 dragon. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've
At
got
that point, shut the whole damn thing down.
Rams 38, Giants 11, Cardinals 31, Texans 5, Colts 45, Jets 30.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe that 45-30 is a Gummy.
I know.
That's the beauty of the Gummies.
It is
It's
the beauty
it's
of
the
the
ones
Gummy.
you never expect.
Uh-huh.
And thank God the Colts actually covered because that was there's something about a backdoor cover drive where you have there was 3 fake interceptions
There were three
on that
three
drive.
interceptions on the last drive.
And you're like, we're fucked.
I was in the mindset of just I hope the Jets find a way to tie this game now. I'd given up. It seemed like such a sure backdoor cover.
Yes, but Gami, cover, only loser
Handshake.
here, as always,
Winner,
Billy
winner.
Football. That's it. He's the only one who lost in this room, right?
Mhm, yeah, I'd say so.
Did you just...
Jake just chopped again.
No.
He just-
I literally
Oh my
said.
God.
I
And
literally
chopped
said
with
with
him. I chopped with him.
Yeah, you did. Well, it
I'd
cancels
like
each
to
other
get out
out.
in front of this. I thought I was handshaking.
So did
with
I.
Jake,
As I said,
but
I prefaced it with handshake.
You should preface it next time by saying, as a man of faith.
Can we get the?
Castellanos free agent.
Yep.
Can we get that clip, Liam, of him doing the handshake, just ISO on Jake, and then also put the Braves chant behind it?
Put his audio
just
from...
for safe measure, do it again, Jake.
Yeah, real quick. All right, handshake.
Do another handshake.
Handshake.
No.
Handshake.
Nope.
It's a little mini chop.
Okay, let's get to the
The
week
slap
9.
chop.
Week 9 preview. Okay, before we get to our weekend preview, quick word from our friends at Roman. Most guys have tried different ways to last longer, but thinking about baseball doesn't always work. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman swipes. The secret to longer lasting sex used to be saying the Pledge of Allegiance in your head or counting backwards from 10. Now it's Roman swipes. The Roman swipes are clinically proven way to last longer in bed. They're effective, easy to use, and fast acting, but don't require a prescription. Roman can ship swipes to you in discreet, unmarked packages, and each swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. They're super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it. Go to GetRoman.com/take. You can get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/take. Okay, boys, I'm going to say something that no one here is going to like. We're halfway through the season.
God damn it.
Week 9.
God
I didn't
damn
want
it.
to say
No,
it.
we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Playoffs.
Playoffs.
Regular
not
season.
there
Not
yet.
But
But
we're like a third of the way through the season. Please don't do that.
I just want to get everyone prepped.
It's fucked up.
We also, before we get to our picks, Aaron Rodgers should be in jail. All those that agree say aye. Aye.
He should be.
Wow, that was a lot of ayes, guy.
I almost feel like jail is too good of a punishment for Aaron Rodgers. He should be traded to the Washington football team, a fate worse than prison.
Yes.
And he should have to play there for the next 6 years, and he should have to give his all.
There was a very funny moment on Wednesday during the day that it was like, if you looked at PFT's Twitter, he was fighting someone about Michael Thomas. If you looked at my Twitter, I was creating fake documents saying Aaron Rodgers should have to give up all of his wins and go to jail.
Wait, those are fake?
Yeah, they might have been. I don't know. It was very, very funny.
I do think there's a conversation to be had about which Packer has killed more people, Aaron Rodgers or Randall Woodfield, the I-5 killer that is still not suspended by Roger Goodell.
Aaron Rodgers, his super spreader events every Sunday. Part of me thinks he was just probably doing this to make sure that Darren Ravel finally got tickets to the Green Bay Packers because they moved up on the line. Aaron Rodgers, that's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. I don't really even know that was one of those things where I just saw everyone was mad at Aaron Rodgers. I just jumped in the pile. I still don't actually. I haven't read actually what went down. I just saw.
Oh, it's funny.
I saw it happening, and I was like, "Gotta get in." And then halfway through the day, I flipped it and was like, "Hey, Aaron, people are being unfair to you. Why don't you just retire? You don't need this shit. How much money does Aaron Rodgers have? Jake,
he can retire.
He can retire. He doesn't have to deal with these people. Aaron, we have your back if you want to retire. If not."
Estimated 120.
Oh my God!
And then he's got the State Farm money
He can
coming
live
in
off
too.
interest. I also there was a moment where I saw a clip from ESPN that was tweeted that they were like somber tone talking about how egregious it was that Aaron Rodgers did this, and I was like, this is why I'm able to live with my takes, because people actually can, like, there's actually people making this take, so I can jump on and be like, he should be in jail, and there will be some people who will be like, oh, Big Cat's being serious.
It's also because the timeline goes, over the summer he applied for an exemption to the vaccination thing because he had just gotten back from doing ayahuasca with Miles Teller on his little vacation. Changed his whole perspective on shit. By the way, in that press conference that he gave last Thursday after the game, he said he actually plagiarized Zoolander. The movie Zoolander, Owen Wilson, but not intentionally. He was like, this off season, I took some time, changed my whole perspective on things. I did some things that made me realize what was really important. That's the line from Zoolander when Owen Wilson is like, yeah, me and my bros just got back from St. Mark. We were doing LSD and tripping balls with spider monkeys. Changed our whole perspective on shit. Aaron Rodgers did ayahuasca this offseason. He comes back. He applies for an exemption. Mm-hmm. The NFL says, no, you can't be exempt because you took LSD this summer. That doesn't make. He had like a holistic thing that he had in mind that he was going to try to get an exemption for. They said, no, you can't do that. Now journalists are mad because he lied to them, or he didn't lie. Excuse me. He broke out the thesaurus and said he was immunized, not vaccinated, and they're mad because he was then doing press conferences with them without wearing a mask.
That's
really why. That's why the journalists are the most upset.
And
about
it really, listen. If you had to to write a fanfic perfect story for our good friend Mike Florio to cover, this is it.
Oh yeah,
because he gets to bust out the rules and the regulations and old videos and him in the preseason. I just have a very cut and dry take that Aaron Rodgers should be in jail for life.
regardless of what he's done.
And actually, I compromised that take halfway through the day yesterday, and I said, you know what? People who say that I can't compromise, that I'm being so extreme, Aaron Rodgers should be in jail until the COVID pandemic is completely over, till the last person who has had COVID.
I like that.
That's fair.
That is fair. Verbal meme. It's the domino thing, the domino meme.
Yeah.
And the first one is dude eats a bat in China. And then the last one is Blake Bortles is starting for the Green Bay Packers.
Yes. Now, all of that said, Aaron Rodgers should be in jail. This is for non-Packers fans' ears only. So if you're a Packers fan, you cannot listen to the next thing I'm about to say. You have to turn off the show or actually skip forward 30 seconds. You're not allowed to listen to this. I am so deathly afraid that Jordan Love is going to be awesome, and it's just going to be like, oh shit, I was wishing for Aaron Rodgers to be gone. Now Jordan Love just fucking killed the Chiefs, and he's clearly going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback for the next 20 years, and all of my worst nightmares are coming true again, and oh my God, I wish Aaron Rodgers were back, because at least then he might lose in the NFC Championship game, which he always does, but no, Jordan Love is probably so good, he'll probably win every Super Bowl, and that's what I'm fearful of now. Okay, Packers fans, you're back on.
Yeah,
you're allowed to listen again.
So as an owner, I'll speak for the franchise.
Well, you can't comment on what I just said.
No, I won't. As an
Okay.
owner, I'm speaking for the franchise. We are actively listening to trade offers. So if anybody out there is an owner of another NFL team or a general manager, Les Snead, hit me up if you got any picks. Happy to talk picks with you.
Shout out Les Need's kids buying him a mug that said "fuck them picks."
Fuck them picks.
That's such a great mug.
But the thing is, I don't think that Jordan Love is.
No, wait, what? I didn't.
Oh
bring up
yeah.
Jordan Love.
You're right. I'm talking about Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles is officially now a Green Bay Packer.
And he's the best.
He's on the practice squad again. That's a little bit insulting to insinuate that Blake Bortles needs practice at anything. I think he's proven that he can be a starting quarterback in this league.
Yep.
But regardless, he's got a job. He's in Green Bay. Probably has the only Tesla in Wisconsin. So we're rooting for Blake.
Yes.
As a person.
Blake, I'm rooting for Blake. I can put aside my Packer hatred for my good friend Blake Bortles. All right, let's go. Picks. Jake, update us.
Yeah, so Billy and Big Cat 3-1, PFT 1-3. The rest of us 2-2. Right now, Hank 18-13-1 has a half game lead on Big Cat, who's 18-14. PFT and Billy tied at 17-15. Liam and I tied for last at 15-17.
All right, so
you
right
two.
now, wait, who's second? I am.
You and then still us tied.
Okay, so, all right, go ahead.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So Liam and Big Cat.
All right.
Still
Okay.
3.5 games
Wait.
total from first to last.
Oh, Liam lost that.
Yeah, now this is last place.
Last
so.
place. Got it.
Last place, and I'm in second.
Yeah.
What are you going to say, Billy?
I should have been 4-0. I didn't go with my gut pick.
Oh, okay.
It would have been
Yeah.
the Jets, but I picked the
Me too.
Lions.
Yeah.
I also should have been 4
Well, you guys know
If
that I
had
picked the
two
Jets
winners
several
instead
times.
of 2 losers.
By the way,
Yeah, but that was my gut pick.
Can you please tweet the graphic of all of our picks on Sunday morning, Jake?
We do.
Oh, we do? No, we tweet them after.
No.
No, we do
Oh, we tweet them
both.
before? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I got to text that to me.
Okay.
Because it's like, listen, we're not smart guys. We admit that we're not smart guys. When everyone has the Lions to win their first game, we should have put responsibly all the money on the Eagles.
But the week
Yes.
before, we all had the Lions against the Rams and they covered.
yes, that's true.
It was
but
more,
it
this
was,
was like 4
it was
people.
4 yeah, it was like,
And
like
we were all
should
not
just-
only saying like bet the Lions as underdogs, we were all saying
They're going to win.
bet
Yes.
the Lions money line.
Like,
Did you guys
if there's
see,
a
though-
consensus, and we're able to do it because we're taping this on Thursday, and then we have the clarity of Sunday. When that gets tweeted on Sunday, if you see a consensus or 5 out of 6 of us are on one side, just run the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Run the other way.
I'm not going to skip ahead to next week, but did you see what Dan Campbell did?
Yeah, I did. I did.
He buried it.
They
which
physically buried
Yeah.
the game tape, which I don't even know if they physically own game tape anymore.
No, he buried a computer.
he burned it on
Yeah.
a CD.
Yeah, he took his computer. Somebody emailed him the game film.
Yeah.
And then he took an AOL CD out into the backyard and buried it.
Oh my God, I love him so much.
So
He
that's
needs
a
to win.
lock.
Yes. Who they playing?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's true. It doesn't.
Seahawks Cowboys this week.
Yeah. Guess the line. Probably like, I don't know, 6.5.
All right. People were very confused by that, by the way, as much as we were.
They're 2 stats. I just
Yeah.
meant they're 2 stats to keep in mind.
All right, let's do it. Let's do their picks. Favorites. Hank.
I hate the board this week. Rat lines everywhere. The number 1 rat line, which I'm just doing the fade myself, but like Trevor Siemian being a 6.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
So
I
wait,
agree
when
with
you say like You're fading yourself on the rat line. That's a lot of stuff. What are you actually betting?
I think that Trevor Siemian should not be a 6.5 point
You're
favorite.
saying, yeah.
I think the Falcons are going to win the game outright. Therefore, I'm taking the Saints minus 6.5.
Okay.
It's also
I also am not a favorite guy.
there's the Saints are in a classic letdown spot, but Trevor Siemian is in a I want my career to last a lot longer spot. So it's like two conflicting things that you can't really like. If Jameis were starting this game for the Saints, I would say the Falcons are the play because the whole team would be a letdown. You know what I mean? You have a huge win against the Super Bowl champs, division win. The dome was rocking per Barstool Mincy. So all that throwing in there, but now you add Trevor Siemian, who like he has to win he has to play well because he wants to keep his job and he wants to also keep getting an NFL paycheck for a long time in the future. And there's no better spot to do it than in Sean Payton's system, which is always consistent.
Sean Payton loves the guys that are currently on the team. He's not a guy that'll go out and actively shop for a new guy. He's like, we had a good summer of practice. We were riding the Sibian. He's a good player. He's good enough to get us through a few games if we need him to. But I guess it's going to be him and Taysom Hill. Taysom's back practicing.
6.5 points?
A couple things.
Matty Ice?
One, I'm a little bit nervous about betting against the Falcons.
I might take this back.
I was, but I saw Arthur Smith shaved his beard. The wind beard is gone.
Ooh.
So the chin's out there, or lack thereof, in full effect right now. It's going to be his first game back without a beard. Something to note in your data, Hank. Also, I heard that they were calling Phillip Rivers. I heard the Saints were at least interested.
Yeah, no,
that's a terrible sign.
Reaching out.
Phillip Rivers said it.
Phillip Rivers.
It was Phillip Rivers said the Saints haven't called yet, but if they do, I'll listen.
Yeah.
He put himself in that, which I love.
Because he's been at home with his 10 children.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, I would love to have a job. Please get me out of this house.
Let me just
Dear
say,
God, whatever it is, I'll do it.
If the Saints want to call for me, I'll listen.
I won't.
I'll listen.
I'm not going to do it. I've
listen.
already reserved my rights to playing running back for the Houston Texans if they call.
I will listen.
Phillip Rivers is a worthy successor to Jameis Winston.
Course.
In that he's Diet Jameis. He's the radio edit version of Jameis Winston.
Oh, I think that's mean to Phil. I think Phil has. I think it's just more like Jameis is a 2.0 version. Like Phil is the original of like the comedic quarterback.
Oh, yeah, Phillip Rivers 5 years ago. I think fills this void nicely. Now, I don't think he's athletic enough to be hilarious.
He still could do some funny shit.
At the end of the year last year, he was leaning more towards sad than he was funny.
Yeah.
And he doesn't cut, so he truly is the radio edit version of Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
He's Diet Jameis.
All right, good pick, Hank. I say that with no confidence. Go ahead, Liam.
I'm taking Buffalo minus 14.5.
I love that pick. That feels
Against the Jaguars.
Yeah, against the Jaguars.
Yeah,
that feels like the Bills struggling in the first half against the Dolphins. They're getting dinged a few points here when I mean they should just dominate this game, right? Like, have the Jags given up? We need to.
It's a rat. This is rat game number 2. There's so many rats.
But it's always important in this point of the NFL season to try to figure out, pinpoint the teams that have truly given up, and then just start going against them. Mm-hmm. Because there is a point where they will give up. And
Is Sean Watson playing?
For the Jaguars?
Oh, no, that's a different game.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
That's good insight.
I haven't seen any reporting done on that.
Like, to your point, I feel like we're just at the season where like teams suck.
Right.
Like Jaguars suck.
Right.
Like,
I
they're
think
just going to keep sucking.
Jaguars are definitely number one on my rankings of lost the locker room.
Yeah, they suck. Geno Smith looked incredible against them last week. I think the Bills, like, this could be one of those turn the game on 35-0. You know? All right. PFT, your favorite.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Raiders -3. They're playing the Giants on the road.
Rich Bisicchia, foxhole.
Rich Bisicchia foxhole. I'm not leaving his foxhole until he does something to kick me out. And so far, all he's done is cover the spread.
Yep.
That's all he does. I'm going to stay on it. No real logic behind this at all. I could say that I believe in it because the Giants are on a short week, but I don't think that really matters that much in this matchup.
No, the Giants really can't. You can't really figure out the Giants.
No.
Because they could win this game by 3 scores, or they could lose it by 3 scores, and you just be like, yeah, the Giants. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Raiders -3. I'm feeling pretty good about it too. I get the sense that the Giants, they're coming off really an emotional loss for them. They were in it.
Yeah.
They could have beaten the Chiefs.
Yep.
That was like their best game that they brought out, and they played They actually played really well. The narrative was all about the Chiefs and how the Chiefs might be broken, what the Chiefs need to do differently. But I think in reality, the Giants, in the trenches at least, played pretty decently for most of the game.
Yes,
so,
agreed.
They're coming off an emotional loss. I got the Raiders -3.
All right, I'm going to take the Bengals -2.5. I'm a little nervous that Odell Beckham has been excused from the team with pay because we saw last year that the Browns, like the moment they started getting good was when Odell Beckham got hurt.
Yep.
But it does feel like this is a little bit different because I just can't imagine like publicly saying you want to be off the team and then the whole team. I guess they could rally against him, but I think the Bengals they got the they lost to the Jets. They're going to come back down to earth like, hey, good week of practice. Let's fucking go. Let's get our shit together. I like the Bengals -2.5 against the Browns. Battle of Ohio.
Sir Yacht agrees with you.
Oh,
Remember that guy?
yeah, Sir Yacht. I love Sir Yacht.
He said
dude,
that
he brought back Big Ten football.
He said that if the Browns beat the Bengals, he will drink a gallon of uncooked Skyline chili.
Oh,
First question for Sir Yacht. Where does one acquire uncooked Skyline chili?
Is that
like
raw meat?
With the raw meat?
I don't know.
Or is he just talking about like cold Skyline chili?
I don't know.
Because if he's talking cold Skyline chili, that's just a good soft drink.
yeah. Yeah.
Gazpacho.
Just exactly.
Oh my God, so gross. All right, your favorite, Billy?
My favorite is the Rams 7.5 against the Titans.
I like that too.
Derrick Henry gone. Yes, they have Adrian Peterson, but they also have Von Miller on the other side combined with Aaron Donald. I think that's going to combine for a good matchup.
And we're gunning for 4-0 again, right?
Yeah,
4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
I like that pick. Adrian Peterson is so fucking old.
The only reason I don't like that pick is I think I officially am declaring the Titans the most disrespected team in the NFL. Because I'm counting myself in this because even when they win, I'm like they're not like it's Tannehill. Like and their defense stinks. You know what I mean? So they could show up and win, and we'd be like, yeah, they just got the Rams on a bad night. You know, they are disrespected to the core.
But
myself included.
I think this line would be appropriate with Derrick Henry.
Oh.
But even without, I'm like...
Odds maker Billy.
So you're really
it.
disrespectful.
I like
Bill.
it. How many points is Derrick Henry worth?
Well, remember, the Jets won.
How many points is Derrick Henry worth?
This game with Derrick Henry would probably be 7.
So only half a point.
Just half a point.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. They disrespected Derrick Henry by making this the line.
Got it. Okay. Half
Flipping
a point
it.
for Derrick
I
Henry.
like that.
Any other, like what? Dak Prescott, how many points is he worth?
3.
Okay, well, we know the answer. It's like 6.5 because it went from like 2.5 to 4.
Oh.
But that's okay. I was just listen. I like your Derrick
trying.
Henry. I'm seeing how sharp your lines are. That's all.
Working on it.
Okay, Jake.
My favorite's the Chargers -1.5 at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
The Eagles
number 4.
were just okay. They crushed the Lions. They're coming in high. Yeah, we're a good team, and the Chargers are a good team as well. I think they travel cross country and get the win.
Yeah. Okay. Billy, how
It
many?
almost seems too easy.
Right.
I do think the Eagles winning against the Lions, they did win so like they crushed them. Are the Eagles good or they just crushed the Lions?
I think they just crushed the Lions.
Yeah. How many points is Aaron Rodgers worth?
7.
Okay, you got that. You're back on track.
What about Kyler Murray? Yeah.
5.5.
Okay, we might find out the answer to that because he might be out. Hank, your underdog.
I'm torn between two bitter rivals, Bears and Packers. I think I'm going to go with the Packers.
Okay, Packers plus 7.5.
The Chiefs are so bad. I've lost so much money responsibly betting on the Chiefs and then live betting them when they get down and just being like the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to bounce back. The Chiefs are going to go back to what they were. Tom Brady killed the Chiefs. I think not enough people are talking about it. He ended their dynasty.
Yeah. It wasn't really a dynasty, though?
Exactly. It would have been without Tom Brady.
So he snuffed out. He traveled back in time, baby Hitlered the Chiefs dynasty.
Pretty much.
The Chiefs are 2-6 against the spread. Their only covers coming against the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. So that I
think I've been involved in all 6 losses, and I think every game they've lost, I've live bet them because I'm like, oh, the Chiefs can score in 2 seconds. They're going to come back and win this game by 20, and they have not.
The Chiefs are like Spider-Man meme, the Oklahoma Sooners this year. We're like, well, their offense, Like, their offense will do it, and you just expect to turn on the game.
It's going to happen.
And the offense doesn't do it.
I will still be saying this about the Chiefs until week 17 of the season.
They're
going to turn back into the Chiefs.
I'm in a bad part of the season where I'm too many like allegiances, too many like I have to keep betting on the Lions until they win. I have to keep like I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Chiefs have been bad for me. I'm abandoning ship.
And obviously,
joining on the
You
Packers.
know who else abandoned ship? Rats.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers. Because he got immunized. What do you say?
Homeopathic remedies.
Got it. The Packers, obviously, with Aaron Rodgers this year, are 7-1 against the spread. The Chiefs, like I said, are 2-6. Bubba, your underdog.
I'm taking Giants +3.
Ooh.
So the opposite of
head-to-head
PFT,
with
right?
PFT.
Okay, bring it.
Yeah, I just feel like they're
it's
coming
been
around.
brought.
Bring it, Bubba.
Yeah.
What are your stats to back that up? Because I gave you a hard, fact, cold stat.
My eye test.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Wait, your
I don't do
colorblind
stats.
eye test?
I mean, yeah, these are way different apart. Uniforms.
That's true.
I think I can handle that. They're black, one team.
Yeah.
Wait, which team? The Giants.
The Giants are blue.
Yeah.
The Raiders are black.
Did you see the Sixers and Bulls game last night? You
Or
probably
white.
didn't. That would have been a nightmare for you.
No, I
The
didn't.
Bulls were wearing red.
The Sixers were wearing the Nets jerseys.
Sixers were wearing like blue and red.
Yeah, there's.
It was so bad.
It's really mean what the NBA is doing.
Yes.
There's far too many jerseys.
Yeah, you have to have.
There's way too many.
There has to be you can't do the like two
one team-
solid colored jerseys.
Yes, one team should be white in every game.
Agree.
I saw that there's a new jersey coming out where the teams, I guess the individual players can choose their font on the jersey.
Yep.
And that includes on the numbers. So if you have a player that wears a 2-digit number, they can have 2 types of font on their number.
Jesus.
That looks like a hostage note.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a ransom note that
Yeah.
they've made. Like cut them out of magazines and put them on.
That's crazy.
It's like the Rams jerseys where they have the 19 fonts and all the different grays on the uniforms. I hate those.
yeah. All right, your underdog PFT.
Okay, my underdog. I'm going to go with the Texans +6. Texans +6 at the Dolphins. The Dolphins stink.
Hold your nose.
Dolphins stink. I'm going to hold my nose. Tyrod Taylor's back,
Okay.
and I like Tyrod when he's playing.
That matters.
Problem is he doesn't matter. So Tyrod is worth, in my estimation. Actually, no, I should say Davis Mills.
No, ask Billy.
How
Our odds maker.
How much is Davis Mills worth?
2.5.
Well, it'd be -2.5.
Negative
right?
2.5.
Minus
Right.
2.5 points. That's about right. I would say maybe
I'm looking at 5.5 right now. No, like the spread, not 6.
the actual spread. You're
Yeah.
getting 5.5 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with 5.5. I like it at 6. I love it at 5.5. Taking the Texans on the road because the Dolphins are really not good. People forget they lost to the Jaguars. It was in London,
Yep.
but people forget that.
That is true. All right, my underdog, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. +1 against the Cardinals. Yours
Yeah,
as well?
that's mine.
All right, so we don't know if Kyler Murray's playing. So maybe lock it in now. He is hurt no matter what, right? He's in a walking boot. That game they played a few weeks ago, and the Niners were in that game. Remember, it was Trey Lance's first start. Trey Lance looked very, very bad. The Niners actually outgained the Cardinals. The Niners have George Kittle back. I think they can play good defense on the Cardinals with or without Kyler Murray. I like the Niners +1.
Also, George Kittle had an awesome Master Chief costume.
He did
on Halloween.
He did. So yeah, I think the Niners will hang with this game with or without, or win this game with or without Kyler Murray playing on the other side. Tough to beat a division team twice, especially second game on the road.
And the Niners can muck up any game plan.
They can.
They can just destroy your life and everything that you thought that you had going into that week just by doing unusual physical things on a football field.
And they did it the first time they played. Like that was a 17-10 game where the Niners, if you watched it, it was basically Trey Lance like kind of driving the Niners, then throwing the ball through someone or over someone, and them not being able to get points.
We should, though, mention that the backup quarterback for the Cardinals, do you know who it is?
Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy is typically good for one surprise win a season.
Yes. True. All right. Your underdog.
I am with Liam on the Giants +3.
All right. The
Against
G-Man. Hank.
Over.
Patriots.
Panthers.
Ooh.
I
Very
stand
low.
with Hank.
It's a very,
Nice.
very low. Again, it's a rat over under. It seems like it should be higher.
I also think
So I have to take it.
a lot of the talk.
I'm probably going 0-4 this week.
41 we're looking at.
I'm
41.
predicting an 0-4 weekend for myself.
After week 8, a lot of the talk was, and rightfully so, the Patriots are back. I think this is like their encore to being back.
Hopefully.
You know what I mean? Like, they have to win this game convincingly because the Panthers are not good to officially be like, oh, that was an awesome concert.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like it. I think the number's just too small. It's the Carol over.
Carol over.
We need to look up what are the stats
Or the
on
Charlover.
the Charlover.
Yeah.
It's Bill Belichick against Sam Darnold. My stats tell me that Sam Darnold is 0-3 against Bill Belichick.
I'd say 0-7.
Yeah, no, he only plays him once a year because he
That's
always gets
true.
hurt or
Yeah,
makes
mono.
out with a chick that has mono.
Yes.
Seeing ghosts.
Yes. All right, Liam, you're over.
I just realized this. I'll call it the Ohio over.
Oh, nice.
Cleveland Cincy,
Love it.
47.
Over in Ohio. The Ohio over.
Ohio over. Over IO. Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a really good
It's a
one.
good one.
You can't force these.
You can't.
Oh, Jake. Did you hear that? You can't.
He's
adding
literally
syllables.
Rossiing somebody trying to give him a new phrase.
Yeah.
Where he's like, no, that's not good enough. That was Jake right there.
That is
There's
so
no
true.
added syllables. Ohio
over.
Yeah.
It's just
By
adding
the way,
3 letters.
John Rothstein.
London. They're both 2 syllables.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ohio.
Yeah. he's
Oh,
right.
high over.
He's
Yeah.
Rothstein.
Yeah, but I
There's one
combined
extra
2
syllable.
words.
Yeah.
That's
I
We're gonna-
lost a letter.
I like
I approve, Liam.
the Carol over.
Yeah, Carol over.
right,
We'll
that's
try to get
fine.
Rothstein in next week or the week after. Carol over. All right. PFT, you're over.
It's a Carol over.
Oh, it's Carol over. That's right. That's right. My over, I'm going to take the Baltimore Mover. This is what you did to this podcast, Jake. This is your lasting legacy.
The Rover.
And the chop.
Yeah, and the chop. People don't forget the chop. Apologies again for the chop. Yes. The Vikings, Ravens over. I think the Vikings. Whatever. I hate Kirk Cousins. The Ravens' defense is good, but they also give up big plays. Off a bye, John Harbaugh. Their offense would be good. I don't know.
Purple
Does
rain.
anyone know? Over 50. Yeah, I like that. It's 2 purple teams going up against each other.
Purple raining down points.
Apparently, Lamar Jackson is a favorite at Dave & Buster's. There were some
Oh.
texts that came out over the week, and people were talking about like how great of a customer Lamar Jackson is. When he goes to restaurants and he leaves nice tips, and he's always very polite and generous, and he's a big cherry Coke guy too.
Oh,
He
nice.
Orders
I like
cherry
him.
Cokes.
I like him.
Tips really well, and he absolutely loves Dave & Buster's. So that makes me like Lamar Jackson even more than I already did. Also, I saw that, I don't know how true it is, but I do know that the center for the Vikings has been placed in the COVID protocol. Who's the one person that spends the most time in close contact with the center?
Who?
Pro-
Kirk Cousins?
Unless Kirk Cousins puts aluminum foil in between his hand and the center's asshole.
Which he could.
But
He might.
did you see what they're distributing to colleges during the pandemic about positioning?
No.
It's the least contact position.
Oh, doggy style. Yeah, no, good point, Billy. Okay, all right. Yeah. Kirk Cousins would be the one, though, that you'd have to look out for because, like, obviously he's on the record as saying that he's not vaccinated. So if he's spent 15 minutes or more inside with their center, then it means that he's going to have to be put in, like, a specific COVID protocol, too.
Yeah.
But I like your insight, Billy. They've been doing it doggy style. Cousins should be safe.
All right, you're over.
My over is the Bills Jaguars 48.5, and I'll tell you why.
Buffalo over.
Yes, it's going to be a shit pumping by Buffalo, but you got Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence, who are both going to be insecure late in the game because they haven't scored, they haven't gotten much of anything, and they're going to try to put up points to pat the resume, make sure that it doesn't look like that much of a shit pumping.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
So it's going to be like 35,
Some garbage
then
time.
14. Yeah, some garbage time points.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Jake, you're over.
Honor system can't change picks. I'm also with Liam on Cleveland Cincinnati over 47.
Would you like to say the word?
Ohio over.
There we go. All right, let's wrap up with your under, Hank. We'll hit any games that we missed.
Texans, Dolphins.
Okay. I mean, you don't even want to watch that game.
No.
It's gross.
That's also a perfect game.
Who's scoring points in that?
Right.
46 and a half.
If you bet that under, it's a
46
great
and a
game
half.
to bet that under and just be pleasantly surprised that Red Zone hasn't checked in on that game for an hour. You should be like, oh, that's good. Also, I
Yeah,
feel
we need
like,
like a 10-3 halftime
yeah,
score.
this would be a weird score game. Probably see a safety at some point.
I think I'm going to bet the no safeties bet again. It's a fun little parlay. You just combine this kid Jake that works here. did it first. You just combine all of the no safeties in every single game. It's obviously crazy odds for no safeties, but if you combine all like 13 or 12 or whatever it is, it's like comes out to like minus 150.
Mm-hmm.
What about doing all safeties?
That would be
Parlay them.
I think you could probably bet $1 to win $1 million.
More than $1 million.
Just
probably.
a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought. I'm going to do all safeties.
I am envisioning a late game situation.
That would be like the bachelor party that puts all the video of them all putting like $400 on one number and it hits.
Yeah,
All
I'm
safeties.
picturing a late game situation where it's Urban Meyer and David Culley trying to out strategize each other, like the Mike Vrabel, Bill Belichick one, where they were both trying to figure out how time works, and just seeing how badly both of them can fuck it up. Who's going to fuck up the end of this game worse, David Culley or Urban Meyer? My prediction is Urban Meyer.
Love it.
Because Urban Meyer doesn't have a yes man next to him to even give him feedback. Urban Meyer's a man alone right now.
No, he turns around and everyone walks away.
Yeah.
Okay, you're under, Liam.
I'm going to do Chargers, Eagles under 49.5.
Okay.
I just feel like Eagles like haven't scored a lot of points the whole year, and then coming off a game where they did, probably a letdown. So I don't see them scoring a lot.
Los
Yeah.
Underless.
Wait,
There it is.
It's in Philadelphia though. The Funderdelphia. No, there's no real good one to do there. My under is going to be what
City of
Jake
Underly
has one.
Love.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, that's good.
City of Underly Love.
I'm gonna take Kansas City, Green Bay.
This
Okay.
podcast has
Yeah, we're a nosedive.
40,
This is a nosedive. We're in a free
47
fall,
and a half.
folks.
47 and a half. That's
If anyone wants to say anything right now about each other, this is the scene from Almost Famous when the plane is going down.
I haven't seen that one. Spoiler.
Oh, shit.
Oh, by the way,
Watch.
David Chase says that Tony dies in the last scene.
Oh.
They did another interview with him.
Oh.
So, a little food for thought.
TFT asked us, you weren't in the room. He was like, "Do you guys see the news?" And we all said no. He said, "We want to know what happens." We all said no. And then Billy was like, "Well, you spoiled it for me." I was like, "You spoiled it for me." You guys don't realize how by spoiling it for me, you spoiled it for thousands. So just know that.
Well,
I just hope you're happy.
By the numbers, probably hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to statistically do it.
It's still a great show. I encourage everybody to watch it.
It's a very great show.
Just know that in the very last episode,
Stop.
I won't say anything else. But David Chase said that in the last scene, Tony gets killed. The creator of the show spoiled it. You can't do that.
What do you say, Billy?
I didn't want to bitch about it, but when this I
That's
tried
a lie.
to start watching The Sopranos and I'd heard so many spoilers, I was like, oh, like that guy. Oh wait, he dies and gets shot on a boat, and I was like,
You're talking about
Big
pussy?
pussy.
yeah.
Because he's a rat.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, the under
what's your under?
is Kansas City and Green Bay. I think that Jordan Love it's his first game. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to say anything that we didn't address earlier on the show in a certain segment.
Correct. That was for
I just
non-Packers fans only.
This is the week where the Kansas City offense comes back to being the Kansas City offense.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, this is timing that is
48.
very tough.
It's 48 right now. I'm timing it on the dot. This is going to be Kansas City 37, Green Bay 10.
Whoa. Wait.
Yeah. That's the expected points. Remember we were doing expected points?
Does anyone
Isn't
following?
that- yeah.
Yeah, you just
Isn't that
expected
47?
points to be under.
No, it's 48.
Yeah,
Is
you
the
said
total.
37
Oh, you're
times.
doing the,
37.
this is your under.
That's my under.
Got it. So you're 1 point off.
I'm nailing this.
I thought we were on overs.
In fact,
I
just
got lost in
give
all
me a-
these fucking
give me a-
stupid names.
Give me a 3-point window to
Got
hit.
it. Okay,
I'm already middling
That
this game.
close.
Yes.
It's that close. Got it. I like it. All right. My under, I'm doing Falcons Saints under 42. Saints defense is good. Calvin Ridley obviously is taking a step back from football for the Falcons. They don't have as many weapons. Trevor Siemian, game manager, under 42. Billy.
Titans Rams 53.5.
Oh, you're just double dipping on this game.
I am.
Okay. I
just-
like it.
I feel like
You have a read on this game. Like
Yeah,
if you look,
Locked in.
Billy looked at all the games. He's like, you know what? I know exactly what's going to happen in this game.
I feel like the Titans are going to overcompensate without Derrick Henry with their defense,
Okay.
and Rams are just going to have a great.
They're
defense.
going to try on defense, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't Derrick Henry like an asset for the defense? Because when he's playing, they're
Yes.
not on the field as much.
Exactly.
But now they're going to try harder.
But now they're going to be on the field more, so they'll get into more of a rhythm on defense.
Right.
Is what you're
Right.
saying. Got
Yeah, I
it. Gotcha.
like it.
Also, Deshaun Jackson cleared waivers, so some team is going to hire him, and he's going to score 1 touchdown for 80 yards and then pull his hamstring a little bit.
I feel like he's going to be on the Raiders.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yep.
Could see it. Bill or
Al Davis
Jake.
loves speed.
Also, Texans Dolphins under 46.5 with Hank.
Okay, so I think the only game we didn't hit was Cowboys Broncos. It looks like Dak's playing. Jerry Jones did his thing where he did a press conference and just said Dak's playing, which probably pisses off everyone in the building, their medical staff and everything, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He owns the team.
Also, the Cowboys are wearing red, white, and blue stripes on their helmet.
Oh, love it.
So I initially saw that, and I was like, oh, this is one of the dumb things that they try to pull out to sell a few more pieces of merch during one of their theme months that they have. But I saw a picture of the helmets. The helmets are actually awesome.
Yeah.
They look cool.
Yes.
They look awesome with the red, white, and blue stripe. It reminds me of the new NFL football that's red, white, and blue.
Yes. Okay, so that is week 9. I'm hoping for a great week. Let's all just say a quick prayer.
Bless up.
Great week for everyone. Hank's going to go 0-4, though. We already said that. All right, let's do we have a very new, brand new Fantasy Billies.
Wait, what's the music?
Oh, yeah, Billy, you get to pick the music.
You tell us.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, let him pick.
Oh, it's an EDM song. I can't think of it right now. I'll tell you guys after.
Okay, cool.
It's a secret.
I don't even know how to do this. What's up?
Everyone's Billy.
What's up, guys? My name's Billy. My stardom is squirrels.
Sweet.
Oh, dude.
I love squirrels.
Did you guys
fucking
see this?
love 'em.
In the front forest, squirrels overthrew the chipmunks and now have majority government in the state forest.
That's sick.
Oh,
So they're
fuck.
like voting on acorns.
They're gonna be getting mad nuts.
Shit.
My name's Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Fucking rich piece of shit, capitalist asshole. Fuck. I could go into it, but I'm not going to. Anyways,
No, I get it. There's I've seen studies about Bill
Yeah,
Gates and
tons of studies.
he's whack.
my sleeper's Mike White.
Yeah.
He won the game tonight, and he's gonna be fucking sleeping around because he's gonna be getting so much puss because he won the game and he's New York's future.
Watch out for mono.
Oh, shit.
Anyways,
Take ivermectin
That's
for
it.
mono, by the way. Thanks, Billy. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Billy Football. I'm starting the University of Texas this weekend.
Oh, fuck.
Steve Sarkisian, he said that the monkey was not a distraction, and actually the monkey was kind of sweet, to be honest, and it was a personal matter. And first of all, it's a rhesus monkey. Okay, it's not a chimp. Everyone's calling it a chimp. It's a rhesus monkey. It's a native.
I love Reese's.
Yeah,
My
it's
favorite candy.
It's part of the simian subdivision of monkeys.
Trevor Simeon?
It's just so frustrating hearing people say that it's not a simian when it actually is. So I'm sitting Joe Judge's headset. Fix Joe Judge's headset. There's something going on with it. It's weird. I don't know.
Ed.
Yeah. People are saying that people are using an electromagnetic pulse to take off the Giants' communications on the sideline, and I just like to say that's just not cool, and it's anti-New York bias. So somebody fix it so that he can listen to Car Talk or whatever when he's got that thing on. My sleeper is the Lions, not the football team, the Lions, but actual Lions are my sleeper.
Oh, shit.
Because zookeepers in Akron in Ohio are actually giving lions the COVID vaccine now.
Oh, fuck.
Which is totally untested on lions right now.
I saw that.
Yeah, no studies.
I saw that.
Yeah, no. So there's a study that just came out that said that
Yeah.
lions, it'll actually put them into a coma.
Yeah.
And that the female lions will start to grow manes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like everybody to keep an eye out on lions. They might be doing the frogs turning gay thing on lions.
All right. What's up, guys? Billy.
Hey, Billy.
My stardom is low key. It's going to be squat racks. So I got a squat rack in my kitchen. And if you don't have a squat rack in your kitchen, get on my level, low key.
It's the metabolic window. You can work out and eat at the same time.
Yeah, low key. I've been drinking a lot of milk, which I don't know if you saw, but low key, it's getting way more expensive. But whatever. All right, my situm is the vaccine booster shots. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, but the studies out there are pretty sketchy. And I'm not saying I'm anti-vax.
No.
But I also saw a study that 5 kids that are exactly my height and weight all had their hearts explode like a cell phone with 5G.
I think it's just like you should do research on how the vaccine interacts with people who are like sports players.
Yeah.
I heard you can suck the vaccine out of your own dick and it gets it out, but it doesn't work.
Yeah. No, I heard that too.
Confirmed.
I heard that too.
Low-key sus.
I heard that too. And then my
Had to
sleeper is I was listening to Rogan last week, and it was elections.
Joey?
Yeah, it was elections on Tuesday, and my sleeper is Dolphins because they did a study, and Dolphins are more likely to be Democrats than Republicans.
I saw it just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should actually, like, I don't know how they're going to do, like, I was doing some research on the gerrymandering and, like, how they get districts. Gerrymandering. And, like, when you add in global warming and then all of Florida is probably going to be Republican because of all the Dolphins.
Yeah.
It's just something to think about.
I think that just Dolphins, they do too much cardio.
Yeah. That's fucking beta.
Yeah.
Squat rack.
Hey, boys.
Hey, what's up?
Anyone want to order food? My stardom is the city of Atlanta. It's parade day in the ATL, and I can't wait to get downtown with the bros and see some blue mountains with the Braves driving around the city. My situm is LeBron. He's out for a week with an ab strain, and my diagnosis as the bro football doc is he's just soft and doesn't feel like playing. My sleeper? Zach Wilson.
Big facts.
Don't look now, but after tonight, it's been 3 straight games with the Jets playing where he hasn't thrown a pick. See you in the playoffs, Hank. Anyways.
Oh, credit to Billy. Clap it up for Billy for letting us mock him in his face.
They're not rhesus monkeys. They're capuchin. There's a capuchin monkey.
That's the only thing that Billy's mad about. It's not that we mocked him. It's that you got the fucking monkeys wrong, bro. Low key, they're not those monkeys.
Do you have a fuckboy for us?
Yeah. Or you got anything to say? Retorts? Anything?
Whose was the best? Whose was the most accurate?
Honestly, Jake's.
Yeah.
Well,
Jake's is great.
am I really that political?
No. No. But it's funny to pretend that you are.
Sweet.
All right, let's get to our interview. We got Dana White on, and then we will wrap stuff up with Fyre Fest of the week. Before we get to Dana White, PFT, you got a quick word?
Yeah, quick word from Sling TV. We love Sling. If you're thinking about cutting the cord, the best way to do it is with Sling TV. If you love watching live sports, but you're tired of the high prices, it's time to take control of your TV experience. It's time that you got Sling. They've got ESPN, FS1, TNT, and more. So if you've been waiting on cutting the cord because you don't want to miss out on live sports, you're thinking that your TV watching experience won't be the same, guess what? Sling is the best way to make it happen. It's the cheapest way to get the best NFL viewing experiences on TV. NFL Red Zone. That's right. They've got the Red Zone. With the Sling Blue and Sports Extra package, you get Red Zone, NFL Network, and more for only just $21 your first month. Plus, you can watch past episodes of Part of My Take, the Yak, Stool Streams, and exclusive new Barstool content for absolutely free on the Barstool Sports channel on Sling. It's easy to set up, easy to use, no contracts. It starts at just $35 a month. Sign up now, get your first month for just $10. Whatever you're into, Sling is the place where you can find the live sports that you love all in one spot. Go to sling.com/barstool. Sign up now, get your first month starting at just $10. Now here's Dana White.
Okay, we now welcome on a recurring guest, one of our favorite recurring guests. It is Dana White, the man, the myth, the legend. He's here in New York because we got UFC 268.
Yep.
Got it. Do you ever lose track?
Yeah, I always lose track.
Like that's
we're getting up. We're getting up.
we're
near
getting up
300
there.
now.
268 is a lot of UFCs.
Have you considered doing like nicknames for the fights instead of numbers, or are you just
Yeah,
going
we
to stick with
stopped.
numbers?
We stopped a long time ago doing the numbers, and the fans just kept the numbers rolling. So we got sucked back in.
I like the numbers because you can also 268 is fucking crazy. It's like
Right.
a reminder of how long you've
true.
been doing it.
And it doesn't include, the numbers don't include fight nights. Those are only pay-per-views. So,
Got it.
I mean, you're talking so many fights we've done.
Do you think for UFC 500 you'll bring back Butterbean?
Butterbean?
Yeah.
Oh, Butterbean's got to be like 60 years old.
So you don't think he can knock you out?
Knock me out?
Yeah, knock all of us out in this
Definitely-
room.
Definitely knock me out. I
He
don't
can
know
knock
if he's
us
gonna
all
knock
out.
any of these guys out.
Yeah, he could knock us all out. All right, so this fight, very exciting. MSG, the Mecca, Usman versus Covington 2. A lot of trash talk. You don't do predictions, but can you give us a prediction?
I listen, this is the fight. The first fight was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
It was.
And there's no doubt about it that Colby Covington is the second best guy in the world. He's the guy that should be fighting for the title right now. Usman has broke all these records, undefeated in the UFC. never been taken down ever, never been put on his back, and the list of records go on and on. And obviously been working on his hands and just knocked out Masvidal. I don't know, man. I think Usman, he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world right now, and I think he's going to probably end up going down as the GOAT, man, if he keeps on this trajectory. I mean, he's lapping these guys right now. This is the second time he'll run through some of these guys for the second time.
But that's the beauty of the fight game. That's the beauty of UFC is I know that you've talked about it before, but does it ever frustrate you when a guy doesn't stay on top for a really long time? Because there is that like push and pull of it's great watching a UFC fight card because you never know what's going to happen. You never know when a champ's going to get taken down. But obviously a champ, you know, having a couple years at the top is good for business.
Right. Well, everybody always assumes that I hope or wish or, you know, this happens or that happens. Whatever happens, happens. The only thing that I give a shit about is that we had a good fight.
Yeah.
You know, that the fights are good. Every night, so every Saturday, I compete with your wives, your girlfriends, the next big movie that comes out,
college
whatever
football,
sporting event, the weather, college football, you name it. I'm competing with all that stuff. So every time you sit down and watch my product, as long as you walk away going, damn, that was a guy, you know, feel like you didn't waste your time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you do with a lot of boxing fights.
You should
know?
start an awareness campaign that says, like, hey, remember, don't drink too much during the day for college football because you have to stay up late at night. I've fallen in that trap a couple times.
Don't pass out before my fight.
Yes, passing out at like 8 p.m. and forgetting to smash that order button. And by the way, I think you should be commended because you're on a little bit of a hot streak here. The last 3 UFC fights that I've purchased on the ESPN Plus app have been fine, and they've worked, and I haven't want to throw my phone out the window. So I don't know what happened between you and them after that one big debacle that you had a few months ago, but it seems like you cracked some skulls.
It's gotten
and figured
easier.
it out.
It's gotten easier.
Yeah, are they afraid of you now?
Well, the difference is, you know, these guys launched this new platform, you know, and it takes some time to work the kinks out. And you know, you're dealing with Disney. They got their shit together quick. And, you know, not only do they have ESPN Plus, but now they have Disney Plus, which has, I don't even know. You know how many subscribers they have on Disney Plus? It's a big number. It's a massive number. So they got they're good partners. They get their shit together quick.
Disney, we have our shit together with
100%.
Yes, that's
So
a good tagline
Disney,
for the
got our
company.
shit
Mickey Mouse
together.
saying that.
So will you say that the switch to ESPN has been good? Has it been
Massive.
really
Massive.
Everything's
Yeah.
been successful.
I mean, from think about this. Every day when you turn on, if you turn ESPN on right now or 3 hours from now, that bug is up in that corner there that says UFC and it has the fighters and the fights. I mean, you can't put a number on that.
That's true.
For 7 years or whatever that will be with these guys.
So that was what I was going to ask. What year are you in your contract? Because I think if I asked you in year 6, you'd be like, "Well, there's things they could do better."
We're in year 3.
Okay, so
yeah.
you're in the this is great.
We're in year 3. I mean, listen, I come from, you know, I came from Spike TV, for Christ's sake.
It's true.
So, to be on ESPN and the type of marketing that these guys do and you know, they do good work. You know, you think when you're in a sport like mine, your dream is to be on ESPN someday. You don't realize how big it really is until you're there.
Yeah.
Has
definitely.
Mike Greenberg approached you and been like, hey, can I have John Anik's job yet?
If Mike Greenberg approached me,
Yeah. Has he? Because he's thinking about it. Mike Greenberg is on every single program on ESPN.
That is true.
And we are John Anik fans on this podcast.
you threw me off there for a minute because we used to have a guy named Mike Goldberg. I thought you were talking about
Oh,
Goldberg.
no, Greeny. I'm
Greenberg,
talking about
Goldberg.
Greeny. Can we
Yeah,
just
we
say
like
that,
John Anik.
Can we just say that the UFC is a Mike Greenberg free property? There's no Mike Greenbergs allowed.
Yeah, there's no
On
Mike
your-
Greenberg.
Yeah.
Okay,
John
all right, I
Anik.
love it.
Is on
Anik's
that
got the
block.
job.
He's
Yes.
been doing a great job, by the way. Like the chemistry that those guys have when they call a fight, that's something that you can't fake. You can't just like put guys in a room together and be like, okay, get along, and expect for something like that to come out. They've done a good job. Was there a moment where you're like, I think that we've got our announcing team set here for the foreseeable future?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks. Number one. Number two, it all starts with Rogan. You know, Rogan is so good and so passionate about the sport. When Rogan talks about UFC, you can tell he's just not a guy who's being paid to talk about this. And obviously you got Cormier, who's a multiple-time world champion, loves the sport, and Anik is truly a guy. You know, when we got Anik was working for ESPN before we had a deal with ESPN. When they started covering MMA, he was an MMA guy. So,
Yeah.
you know, all of the guys, you know, it's not just some kid that went to sportscaster school and wanted to be in something, and ends up in baseball.
You got Jake sitting right next to you. He's taking offense to that.
Yeah, he did go to sportscasting school. Is Cormier officially retired, never coming back? Because he was eating chicken fingers at the Nets game last night like he was a retired man.
He's definitely retired.
I saw that, and I was like, because I couldn't remember if he actually had a full announcement. Because fighters can retire a million times, and there's always maybe one more fight.
Right.
But when I saw him eating those chicken fingers at the Nets game, I was like, that's a retired fighter.
Unfortunately, he was eating chicken fingers when he was fighting.
Yeah, it's true. That's true, but he was maybe going a little extra on him. So.
He's done. Yeah, he's definitely done. And he's got a whole new career now. I mean, this guy's got multiple shows on ESPN. He does all our commentating, and he's killing it.
Yeah. So we did a boxing thing. I know you just bash boxing. I still like boxing. I can like both.
Yeah, me too.
We did a boxing thing on Showtime a couple months ago, the Jake Paul fight, and we were in the green room with a guy you might not like. I think that's putting it lightly. Ariel Helwani. Why do you hate him?
It's not that I hate the guy.
He said you hated him. He did.
Well, he's a victim. The guy's a victim.
Okay.
He's just one of those he's a pussy. And he's just a big fucking crybaby victim.
This is Dana is so good. Like, he knew the question didn't register for like 2 seconds, and he's like, "Oh, he just wants me to give you a soundbite about Ariel." Okay, there it is.
Just listen. Look at the guy. Think about this, and it's not just him. There's a few of the guys that cover our sport.
Ravel.
We have the toughest sport in the world being covered by the biggest pussies in the world. You know what I mean? It's just, what do you expect? I mean, I heard.
But I think you could talk about a sport without having to play the sport.
I agree. I'm not saying the guy has to be whatever. He's a victim. He's a crybaby. He's.
I made that whole story up. He said he loves you.
He loves me. I got into a beef one day, and he went out on this tour and was crying on fucking TV and crying and getting all the other media guys to feel sorry for him and to run. He's just at the end of the day, he's just not my kind of guy.
Yeah, I liked him. I only spent about a half a day with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I will relay that back to him if I ever see him again.
Oh, trust me, he knows.
Yeah. And then what about
He's
Ravel?
well aware.
Ravel,
Ravel's just an asshole.
Yeah, he really is. Like when he does the, oh, this is bad for UFC because someone won and they're not big. Like it's just the worst.
It's you know what it is? It's him looking for attention.
Correct. Yeah, 100%.
He's looking for attention.
And you know what? I gave him some attention. I said, I will fight you, Darren Ravel.
Yes.
And he said, okay, but you have to pay me like $2 million. He wanted to pay $2 million to Darren Ravel's pocket for me to get in the ring and kick his ass. And now he's gone silent. I'm like, I'll fight you for free, time and place, name it. Can that be an undercard? Would you put that on as an undercard?
So you know when you make $2 million in a fight, when a lot of people know who you are and want to see you fight, nobody knows who the fuck Darren Ravel is.
They know that they want to see me kick Darren Ravel's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know about
start a GoFundMe and
I don't want to pay Darren Ravel $2 million. I just want to kick his ass. I just want to choke him out.
There's some guys that are worth $2 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
you got to think about that sometimes. As you start to get famous, there's some people that you want to punch in the face. Who's worth the money and who's not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good point.
But you don't pay anyone, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Mm-hmm. How you got to be tired of that. I mean, I guess
I don't give a shit.
I guess it's good. You knew it was coming because the more successful you get, the more you got to pay everyone.
If I was no, that's not even it. The problem is that we don't tell anybody what we pay everybody.
Got it.
That's what drives everybody crazy.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I
drives them fucking crazy. They want to know so bad. Now the fighters can tell people what they make. You notice that they don't. None of them came out and say, I don't make any money. I only made this much money for this fight. Nobody comes out. They don't want anybody knowing what they make for the fight.
Because it's a nice ploy to get more money. So tell us how much he made for a fight.
It's not a ploy to get more money. When your numbers come out publicly, it's a shit show, man. Everybody's hitting you up for money. You know?
True.
Now all these people think that these guys don't get paid. They don't make any money. So nobody's going to be trying to borrow any money off you.
So what do you pay one of your fight? Give us one fight. Give us one pay-per-view.
So last night, you know this kid Bo Jack?
Yeah.
The boxer,
yes.
Right? You know him?
Yeah.
He's a former world champion.
Yes.
He's fighting tomorrow. He's fighting this weekend, I guess, in the Middle East, and he's making $75,000.
Okay.
Right? how do I do this? A guy who isn't even he's on the prelims. Never been a world champion. And I won't mention his name. Is making $750,000.
A prelim fighter.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Prelim fighter.
Wow.
Never been a world champion.
Interesting.
Is making $750,000.
Okay.
So I guess the follow-up question would be, are you concerned about, there's always going to be somebody that's looking to get what the UFC has right now. Some like a challenger that emerges, tries to put together their own fighting association. My guess is that they probably try to make it like a fighters first organization. They'd probably look to be like, okay, this is the most fighter-friendly organization there is. We're going to publicize what we pay our fighters. Are you concerned about somebody coming at you with that type of business model?
I say it all the time. So whenever these guys ask me, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? I said, why don't you go raise some money and start your own fucking organization, and you pay them whatever you want and run it however you want to. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about how I run my business.
So, but you're not worried like that somebody's going to do that?
I welcome it.
Competition
I love it.
sharpens
it.
everyone's knives.
I fucking love it. Dive in.
Yeah.
There's no barrier to entry here. Raise some money. Anybody can go raise some capital and get out there and pay them however you want, how much you want, and tell whoever you want.
Mm-hmm. All right, so while we're on the money train, how much are you going to pay Hasbulla to be in a UFC pay-per-view? Because I would pay anything to watch him. Even he doesn't even have to fight. He just has to hang out.
It's incredible.
He's awesome.
I mean, this guy is
and you met him, right?
fascinating.
You
Yeah,
met
yeah.
him recently.
We were just Saturday. We were at the fight together.
Did he try to punch you?
No, he didn't
tries
try
to
to
punch
me.
everyone.
Yeah, he doesn't try. He does. He punches everybody. He didn't punch me though. We're pals.
And so, are you gonna get him involved at all or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to get involved. And from what I hear, his father is super protective of him.
Got it. Yeah.
And if that's the case, you don't want your kid fighting.
Yeah.
They keep having those, I see all the posters for him trying to fight that one other guy.
They went at it that night at the fight.
Did they? Did they? How would you rank Hasbulla as a fighter? Like, if you see something in him, is he quick?
I have no idea. I haven't seen enough. I saw him punch Nogueira in the face. I saw him punch a couple other guys in the face.
Guys. It's awesome.
Honestly, like, I saw that punch.
Although he did land a kick on that kid that night in the stomach.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
I did, yeah. And honestly, I'm a little bit afraid of him. I think that he could beat me up. I really do. Like it's like one of those mantis shrimp. Have you ever seen them like flick their little arms out and they go like 500 miles per hour? I honestly think he could.
We
knock
should
me
do
out.
him and Ravel. At least they're the same size.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd take.
You're too big for Ravel.
Yes, all day. What's the future for Conor? Because obviously he broke his leg. I think. I mean, he could still sell pay-per-views. He's in my personal opinion, he's in that later Tyson zone where it's like, I'm still buying it. You know what I mean? Like, even if he hasn't won in a long time and he, maybe hasn't had the best fights, I'm still buying it. So, what's like what's your threshold there for a fighter who can sell but maybe can't fight at the peak that he was at?
What's the question?
Conor McGregor.
Do I think he'll sell?
No, I know he sells, but is there a threshold where it's like if he's not good enough, or is it just if you can sell, you'll be?
Well, he's still one of the top 10 guys in the world.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still one of the top 10 best guys in the world.
So he's still he can anytime he wants. He's headlining any pay-per-view when he calls you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it would depend on who he was fighting and things like that. But yeah, I would have to say Conor coming back is a headliner.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I guess a better way to ask the question is like, is there a point where if a guy starts not being good and Conor's not there yet, he's obviously not his peak anymore.
Right.
But if there's a guy who's not good anymore, but he can sell, do you say, fuck it, I don't care, you can sell, we're going to keep putting these on?
Eventually, once you get enough, once you start to go in that direction, I try to do, when a guy gets to Conor's level, or we've been having this conversation about Nate Diaz.
Right. Okay, yes,
Nate Diaz's level. And Nate's been with us forever, and, these guys are making big money.
Yeah.
So, I want these guys to stick around and get as much as they can before it's over.
But you said that. Yeah, you said that about Nate, like that Nate's maybe not what Nate
we were having this conversation yesterday. Robbie was telling me the fans were saying, you're throwing him to the Wolves. Well, he's lost 3 of his last 4.
Right.
And they said that since he's only got 1 fight left on his contract, we're trying to throw him to the Wolves and whatever. He's lost 3 of his last 4. So what are you saying? If he loses this one against Hamzat Chimaev, this would be the one that would devalue him?
Right.
Because that's what they're saying. We're trying to devalue him.
Well, I mean, Nate also.
The guy's lost 3 of his last 4. What are you talking about? So should I put up look for like a fight that would be a late? Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's not what we do. We put the best against the best. And when you look at a guy like Nate Diaz, and you say he lost 3 of his last 4, he lost 3 of his last 4 against bad motherfuckers.
And he also is really good at losing but winning.
He really is. No, that's
because he just runs out of time. Yeah,
it's a great point.
Yeah,
and but what we do isn't what everybody else does. We put the best against the best, and we put on the best possible fights that we can make. And Nate Diaz, unfortunately, all fighters, all athletes get to an age where just listen, we're winding down here, and whatever. The question is, where is Nate Diaz?
And that's a good answer. It was a terrible question by me. I was too long-winded. But it is interesting looking at the fight game right now because a lot of the fight game, and I'm talking about boxing as well, is becoming like, let's just sell pay-per-views, not care about the product. And what you're saying is it's going to be product first no matter what.
100%. Always.
Yeah.
Always
so we got to the answer I was looking for.
Fights first, not – listen, there's no sustainable business model in putting on freak show fights.
Right. Well,
there's no sustainable.
Rough and Rowdy's pretty good. Yeah, it's not freak show. Rough and Rowdy, our boxing league.
Just because we use the term freak show to promote it doesn't mean it's actually a freak show.
Yeah, that's a freak show.
No, it's not. Come on.
Is there a science? Is there a science to figuring out like how to match some of these fighters up? Because you've got some great fighters like Israel Adesanya is one that comes to mind. Mm-hmm. I love watching him fight. Sometimes. Other times he just gets matched up with a guy that, for whatever reason, it's like they don't get along in the ring, you know, and not in a way like I'm going to beat the shit out of the other guy, but the styles don't work together for whatever reason. It just ends up being a boring fight. Is there a science? Like, what have you learned about how to combine different types of fighters, like a brawler with a wrestler, or a guy that is like Israel, who's more reliant on some striking, with a certain other type of fighter?
Well, the truth is, once you get here and you get to that level, all of these guys are well-rounded and can if a guy's trying to hold them down, they can get back up. If a guy's trying to stall up against the fence, they can get off the fence. It's just very rare in the UFC that you'll see a fight that's that one-sided and boring, where this guy can't wrestle and he just gets held down all night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the next big thing for UFC, or is it just like you guys are just cruising? There's nothing – because it is a weird game where it's like you guys are cruising, but you know how sports work and content works and entertainment works. You always got to be one step ahead.
100%. We're on fire right now. The business is on fire. All the fights that we've been putting on have been incredible. And right now I'm opening another performance institute in Mexico. I want to open one in Puerto Rico, and I want to open one in Africa. So once we get this one done in Mexico, I'll start looking what's next, Puerto Rico or Africa. And
just more fighters, and that's good for everyone.
It'll be a place where kids can go in and train for free, learn how to lift weights the proper way, learn how to cut weight the proper way. And even if everybody that comes out of the Performance Institute doesn't become a professional fighter, they'll probably become a coach or start teaching jiu-jitsu or training, or it just impacts the sport 5, 10, 15 years down the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's the future for Fight Island?
Big future for Fight.
Yeah. Are you going to apologize for kind of being a fraud and getting what appears to be a peninsula and calling it an island?
And also not putting it on a beach, even though I know you tried to put it on a beach?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Yaz Island.
Yaz Island?
Yaz Island.
I'm looking at it right now.
You know why it's called Yaz Island? Because it's a fucking island, you two, okay?
It's it's a man-made island.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
So you two are the guys that determine what's an island and what's not an island.
If I dig a ditch that goes around an arena, does that make it an island? And then I put a hose in it and I fill that up with water.
Sounds like a fucking boat.
This is not an island at all.
It's absolutely
it's
an island.
It's not an island.
No,
it's an island.
That's the fakest island I've ever seen.
It's an island.
Are you going to get a real island?
No, that's the island.
Get a real island.
Listen, you fucking haters. Don't be pissed off because I'm the only one that figured out how to go through COVID.
This is a fake-ass island. Yeah, you did. I mean, that was very impressive that you were the first sport to come back.
What percentage
I do appreciate
of your day is just spent reminding yourself to dunk on people that said that you were going to ruin the world?
Love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
put out a whole piece on it, after the, called people out by name and what.
I saw that. Yeah, that was actually a pretty funny video. Like, it was truly a Dana White like mixtape of an and one tape of you.
The beautiful thing these days is when the media says and does dumb shit, we can actually respond and call them out on their bullshit.
Yeah,
My whole thing when that happened was I understood people's concern because nobody really knew what was going on, right? There were obviously like a lot of safety factors that you could put in place to mitigate those risks. But I was concerned just because like no one knew how this thing was going to spread. But I was still rooting for it to work. I feel like a lot of people are rooting for it not to work because they don't like you.
100%.
But like it shouldn't have been one of these
You're
things
dead on.
where you're rooting against somebody. Like, it's objectively a good thing to try to get sports and athletics and these distractions back on TV and the stuff that we care about and people are passionate about. So that's why it never occurred to me to actively be like, man, I really hope that Dana gets half the world sick.
So here's the reality. This is America. Since when don't we try? We're just going to go fucking hide in our house for how long, right? Hide in our house. We're not going to try to figure this thing out. And if this thing was that deadly and was that all fucked anyway, you're going to hide from a virus? You're going to hide in your house from a virus? No.
I was
It
just
doesn't
happy.
work. I'm no fucking rocket scientist, but let me tell you what, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I mean, you found a fake island and you put up camp there.
Yeah.
I was just happy to have sports back. That's one of those things that none of us really realize how much sports really mean to everyone
It's true.
until it went away, and you're
So
like,
true.
wait, what?
Me too.
Yeah, and then
I would have watched fucking golf if it was on.
everything.
We
I mean,
did.
I had people watching my fucking fake football seasons on video games. So
Right.
it's like that's just where we were at.
I remember the match.
Yeah.
That first match, it was
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah,
Brady and Peyton
that's right.
Manning.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, sports
This
is back
sick.
on TV.
I can build my whole day around it. All right, my last question, and everyone go UFC 268 Saturday night, Usman versus Covington at Madison Square Garden. It's going to be sick. It's going to be awesome. Actually worked out nicely for you, too. Not a great college football card on Saturday, so there's no reason not to be watching UFC come Saturday night. Do you still, like every fight night, do you still get that chill and holy shit, this is awesome?
I do. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
And I'll definitely get it on Saturday. I mean, the three top fights, Gaethje versus Chandler, Weili Zhang versus Note Rose, and obviously Usman versus Covington, going to be badass fights.
Yeah, because it's there's nothing like a big fight night. There really isn't. There's
True.
nothing in sports like a big fight night.
And then you got the buzz and the energy that's going to be inside the Garden that night, and it's sold out. It's going to be fucking packed. And
Well, let me do an addendum to my last question. Last question. What's your favorite place non-Las Vegas to do fights?
yeah, I mean, it would be hard not to say New York City. Yeah.
Off the radar, what's one that you're like, people
Low-key.
wouldn't think of this, but I love when we go here.
Well, people would probably think of this one too, but the O2 in London.
Okay.
You go into London for a big fight and you get the energy there. And there's this thing about being in Europe where the fans act differently than they do over here. They start singing and chanting, and it's pretty badass.
Sounds like you need to get our guy Patty the Batty.
Yeah, no, listen, wait till we go back to England with him.
Okay.
It'll be batshit nuts.
I'm going to be advocating for him.
Yeah.
We want him to be, I want him in the next year to be fighting
Trust
main
me.
event.
We're all aligned here.
Okay, good,
Okay.
good. All right, well, everyone go buy it. Awesome. Thank you for coming by, Dana. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Always fun.
Thanks, Dana. Dana White was brought to you by our great friends over at Simply Safe. If you've ever wanted to make your home feel safer, there's no better time than now. This week, our friends at Simply Safe are giving Part of My Take listeners 40% off their award-winning home security. We love Simply Safe. It has everything that you need to make your home safe. Indoor and outdoor cameras, comprehensive sensors, all monitored around the clock by trained professionals who send help the instant that you need it. Simply Safe was even named Best Home Security System of 2021 by U.S. News and World Report. You can customize a system for your home online in just minutes. Even get free custom recommendations from Simply Safe. They're everybody's favorite home security company, and it's no exception here. Setting up technology is normally a huge hassle for a lot of people. With Simply Safe, they can make sure that your system is up and running in no time at all, and you'll sleep better at night knowing that your family is protected day and night with the Simply Safe camera. It has a built-in spotlight and night vision Take advantage of Simply Safe holiday sale and get 40% off your new home security system by visiting simplysafe.com/PMT. Again, that's simplysafe.com/PMT for 40% off your entire system. Hurry, the offer ends soon.
Okay, let's wrap up. We got Fyre Fest of the week. Henry,
Daniel.
let's hear it. I mean, you're back. Blew your back out.
Blew the fuck out of my back out.
I saw you doing a lot of the thrusting stretches.
Been doing a lot of stretching, a lot of thrusting.
Yeah.
Building up the core. But my Fyre Fest of the week is probably that I was a little bit, I guess, in hindsight, maybe a little bit dramatic about my back publicly when it happened.
No, because at the time...
Although in real time it did feel like I broke my back. Although that's my Fyre Fest. I said multiple times in tweets and videos that my back was broken and I didn't think I'd ever be able to walk again. And at the time,
no, I
didn't think I was going to be able to walk again.
I don't think if you had anything like I've had, none of your reactions were over the top.
But I have recovered. I am able to walk. I've been coming into the office. And obviously we work with a lot of people. There's a lot of people here, a lot of people we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And they're all very concerned with me. And I've had to have the conversation of like, oh my God, how's your back? And I'm like, it's fine. It's not that bad. They're like, well, you said it was broken. I was like, well, that was, I thought it was, but it's not. So my Fyre Fest is just having the amount of small talk I've had to do and the amount of times I've had to explain people that basically the chiropractor told me it's 25% a slip disc, which is what Big Cat has had, and if that's the case, it's really bad. Or it's 75% the back's version of a sprained ankle, which with stretching and
worse than a break, though.
Yeah, with stretching and stuff, it can be fine, which I'm guessing it is.
It sounds like a really good doctor that you went to that was like, it's probably...
Well, no, he says it
could be this, it could be that.
A chiropractor, though, right? So a witch doctor.
Yeah, apparently chiropractors are fake, but this guy was legit. Shout out to him. But it's more just because it said it can happen, up to a week later where you feel your disc or whatever.
Yeah. I think
But my Fyre Fest is just the amount of small talk I've had to do and the amount of people asking me about my back and thinking that I'm really, really bad and I'm actually like fine.
I think that chiropractors are just people that they teach you how to crack your neck and back in such a way that they won't die, that it'll feel good.
Right.
And then people are like, wow, I love my chiropractor because, it feels awesome to crack your back or your neck.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're back. Hank, you said on Sunday, I will golf again.
Yeah.
And Hank's just built different, recovering from basically a broken back in 4 days.
This is incredible. It's too bad we could have run like a 5K for you.
Charity
Get
run?
Hank back in the golf course.
There's still time.
Have you thought about maybe changing the way that you sit at work? Maybe you get a stand-up
We
desk?
all sit like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my posture's bad. Really bad. No, I've just been doing a lot of stretching.
All right, good. We all should stretch more. Mm-hmm. As a whole podcast, we should be stretching more.
And I'm going to be on the quest for an ass this winter.
Oh,
the quest for an ass?
You're going to find an ass. Brazilian butt lift. Will you be doing that?
No, au natural.
Oh, you're going to be squatting. Ass to grass. Love it. All right, PFT, your Fyre Fest of the week.
I love that, Hank. I love that. My Fyre Fest is that...
Wait, can I actually say one thing on that?
Yep.
Totally normal that whenever there's a picture of me or Hank taken, that like half the comments are dudes being like, "You got no ass." Just gonna say, look in the mirror, guys. Look in the mirror. Just look in the mirror. Okay.
We're going to get you an ass, though, Hank. It's the last thing I do.
RDLs.
Yep, definitely.
Reverse deadlifts?
No,
Romanian
Romanian.
He's too quad dominant.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Way
his problem.
too. I've
He doesn't
actually been
activate his
noticing
glutes enough.
Yeah.
Bonus sleeper, like, bro, you're too quad dominant.
No hamstrings.
All right, PFT.
My Fyre Fest of the week is that the Colonial Athletic Association is a bunch of frauds, and they banned James Madison University from their postseason tournaments because JMU, the University of Virginia, is leaving to go to the Sun Belt. They're going to make up what's going to be a conference that is, no joke, better than the ACC right now in football. When them, Marshall, Coastal joins App State. It's going to be a great conference, but since JMU decided to leave the CAA's president and their commissioner voted to ban their student athletes from participating in postseason tournaments.
Fuck that.
So they're taking the monetary thing out on the students that are there. It's bullshit. The commissioner's name is Joey D'Antoni.
Oh.
No comment.
Joey.
No comment. Joey
You
D'Antoni.
fuck boy.
Joey D'Antoni listen to me very carefully, Joey. You do not want to make a mistake here, my friend. Don't take it out on the students because the other presidents of the universities are greedy. I heard a rumor, nasty rumor out there that Joey gets paid $400,000 a year. My guess is that's just to make the conference look good and to take all the aggression that people have. And he's basically the Roger Goodell of the CAA. But Joey, do the right thing. That's all I'm going to say.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. I know a guy that has access to all the memes on the internet. I pulled him back earlier today. I restrained the Vin dog. Maybe next week I won't be so generous.
Oh shit! It's kind of like the that Oklahoma State basketball story. They banned them from the postseason again.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of kids now that were like in middle school when the initial crime was committed that wasn't even a crime.
The moral of that story is do not cooperate with the NCAA.
Yeah.
Just do what LSU does.
So stupid.
And be like, yeah, we're not going to help you in your investigation. Because the investigation uncovered, it was like, what, like $20 worth of it? Was a stupid investigation. The moral is really don't ever cooperate with the NCAA. And also, don't take it out on the kids that are there right now.
Yeah.
When it's
It had
somebody
nothing to
else's
do with it.
problem.
Nothing to do with
let the kids play, CAA.
Let the kids play. All right, my Firefest. You'd think it would be the fact that I had a root canal on Tuesday, but that actually is not my Firefest. My Firefest is, so I think it's because it's football season. You're just working a million hours, very tired. I went to the ATM on Tuesday and went to punch in my PIN, 4-digit PIN. I've had the same PIN for probably 15 years. Fellas, it's just not in my brain anymore.
When was the last time you went to the ATM?
A week ago. It's just not in my brain anymore.
Are you okay?
There is no PIN. I sat there. I typed in 5 different PINs. They're like, next one will lock you out. Took the card and walked away.
Well,
The PIN does not exist
It's like that guy with Bitcoin.
in my brain. It's fucking wild. I couldn't. It's something that you do that is so like
What's your favorite
muscle memory.
What are the last 4 of your social?
No, I'm not gonna. Guys, it's wild. I just don't have the PIN anymore. It's vanished from my brain. I think it's probably because some stupid stat about like Mike White or the Chiefs against the spread just pushed that PIN out of my ears, and it's forever gone.
Just close your eyes and just.
Dude, I tried to do that. I
Let
did
muscle
I went
memory
back
kick
the
in.
next day, did it again. No PIN.
Yeah, just don't even look at the numbers. Just let your fingers do the talking.
I've attempted it like 9 times now.
Mrs. Cat doesn't know the pin?
No PIN.
Have you tried
No PIN. I'm gonna just go.
6969?
I'm gonna go during regular hours, and they can switch it. So it's not like a.
You're going to be like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah,
but-
no, the issue won't be. Well, the issue will be solved, except for the fact that I lost my PIN in my brain, and what's next?
Yeah, maybe after you switch it to be like, and just curious, what was the old pin?
I don't think they can give it to you, which is gonna drive me insane,
Have you considered microdosing? Maybe unlock that part of your brain.
dude. No PIN, gone.
It's in there
Has
somewhere.
that ever happened to you guys? No PIN. Remember this happened to me like a couple months ago. I sat down at my computer and I just didn't have the password. That one I was able to get back by just going and taking a shit and then coming back and just doing it.
I don't like the look that Billy just gave because Billy has identified that there might be a serious problem
Yeah,
here
no,
that
he's
worried
definitely
about.
diagnosed me.
I mean, unsurprisingly, my short-term memory is also shot.
I think I just need to take like I don't know, somewhere between 48 hour to 7-month nap, and I think I'll get the pin
Just
back.
hibernate.
Yeah.
Billy, what's your diagnosis? Bro Football Talk.
Oh boy.
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Dementia?
No.
Billy's definitely thinking like, how quickly is Big Cat going to die so I can take his job?
He is getting old.
Yeah,
Yes.
and those gray hairs gonna be 30. How old?
37.
Big Cat
37.
50,
Whoa,
getting
I
old.
didn't even.
Hank is
Yikes.
also.
No,
getting
I do that all the time. That was one thing that freaked me out the first time I forgot how old I was. Where
'Cause I
somebody
think I've already told myself I'm 37.
somebody asked me and I was like, I'm 34,
Yeah.
and I was 32 at the time.
Yeah, I'm 30. We're 36. We're gonna be 37. Yeah, Billy's definitely sharpening those knives right now. That's okay. You can take my job. I'd actually
I
love.
don't. I honestly,
I would love for you to do 1 week of my job and see how it goes.
I do not want your job.
Okay.
That's a lie.
But
But
if you needed to do it,
just tell me how you're
You
gonna
don't have time to work out.
just
That's like
that's true. That is true. Tell me how you're gonna do it. You're gonna poison me?
I'm not gonna kill you.
Are you gonna push
Come
me in
on.
front of a train?
It's just going to
No.
cut to black.
Just let me know how it's gonna happen so that I can be a little bit prepared. You gonna invite me over?
Love and kindness.
Oh, you're gonna love
You're
me.
gonna Aaron Rodgers him.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think
peace and love.
I think you should pick him up. You should tell Big Cat that a loved one of his is in the hospital. Pick him up in a
I'm
car.
not gonna kill Big
Drive him down the highway. On your way to the hospital, pull over in a leafy area, and then when he tries to escape the car, you shoot him. That's what
I know
think
that
you should do.
reference, but no one else.
So do
here
I. No,
does.
that's what happened to Adriano.
Oh,
Hank, come on, Hank.
Why would you,
You know
do
how
that?
I know that? From you fucking assholes.
Billy.
Pine Barrens.
Billy. Now that's not
No,
the same episode. Billy's not going to kill me because he's already made the diagnosis that I'm going to die soon. On my own fucking.
Yeah, Billy, what is this
natural
diagnosis?
causes.
Yeah, Billy's low-key
can't just-
stoked.
I'm
Are you worried
I don't have
about
a
me, or are you
diagnosis.
diagnosed?
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, he gave a look. Make no mistake.
No,
Billy
it was-
gave a look.
it's
that
Billy's-
was serious Billy, like, oh my God, he's got this that I read about in the bodybuilding forum.
Well, it's all the same look. It's the dog looking at the garage door going up look. The tilted head.
He's got something in his brain, like a lack of a certain type of protein in his brain that
Yeah.
Billy's concerned about.
Yeah.
Just say it.
How much LSD have you done in your life?
Good question.
LSD none.
Huh.
Mushrooms a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was just scared that I would just take LSD and just never come back.
Turn into a
Mentally.
glass of orange juice.
Yeah, just mentally
Yeah.
never come back. All right, your Firefest, Billy. Try to top that, bitch.
I can't figure out how to turn my heat on in the apartment.
Okay, that sucks. That's
and it's
good.
getting cold.
Yeah.
Well, in a lot of places in New York and New Jersey, they just do it for you.
Yeah.
I know. So I don't think my landlord's turned the heat on because I keep hitting the knob. It's not working.
Uh-huh.
So
Maybe Ben Mentz had just never experienced heat in an apartment before. He's been in the South his whole life.
That's true.
we don't live in the same apartment, for the record.
Pretty much. Do you share utilities?
Yes.
Okay, you live in the same apartment.
Yes. Yes.
If you knock
guys
down,
share
if you knock
utilities?
down one wall,
No, we both use the same There's like, it's two different apartments. There's two different
You answered
bathrooms,
that question
two different
incorrectly.
bedrooms.
You share a squat rack.
One main hall that connects you.
if someone
Right.
shot a gun through one of the walls, could it collateral hit both of you?
I hear Ben a lot in his apartment.
Got it. Got it.
Doing various
The
activities.
walls are very thin.
Well, Ben's not exactly a quiet guy.
Yeah. A lot of phone calls.
All right. Jake.
Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., toilet was making weird noises, got woken up, opened the lid, and it was steaming.
What?
So the super had to come in
Soup.
at 6 a.m. The soup had
Good
to come in
soup.
at 6 a.m.
What?
It was crazy.
So your toilet was on fire.
Not on fire. I still don't know what happened, but everything was fixed.
Holy
So
shit.
that's a tough alarm clock in the form of
Damn.
a toilet.
Damn.
So
That
you,
one you can't go back to sleep.
No,
Right.
you immediately make that call.
Yeah.
So was it hot?
No. There was just some steam.
Huh.
It's just boiling.
It feels like there's something bad about to happen in the sewage system here.
Ghostbusters.
The rats are
We'll
taking
see.
over. Yeah.
All right. Good show, boys. Numbers. 97.
91.
Let's get one. Someone get one. Someone get one.
Manish shrimp, shoot as hard as a bullet.
18.
69.
97.
Oh, 18. Wait. 14 is out.
33.
38 is
38.
out.
3. We've had
Second
three.
time.
There it is.
Love you guys.